Hey, and welcome to the 143rd edition of Quote, Scribble and Question, your weekly leadership development fix from me, Matt the Coaching Guy. This week I explore the pursuit of happiness, and what a great film that is, by the way. Have you noticed how happiness always seems to be one step away? There's always something to achieve, to solve, to fix, to accomplish first. I'll be happy when a project is finished. I'll be happy when work calms down. I'll be happy when I get the promotion, or I'll be happy when I get more time. The trouble is, when you get there, we tend to move the goalposts, and we barely pause long enough to enjoy the achievement before setting our sights on the next thing. I've seen this in leaders, business owners, and quite frankly, in myself too. We're taught to focus on the destination, to set goals, to strive, to improve, and there's everything right about that. But somewhere along the way, many of us accidentally make happiness conditional. We tell ourselves that life will start once we've arrived. The irony is, when you look back at our lives, we rarely treasure the destinations. We treasure the experience, the people, the lessons, the moments that happen whilst we're getting there. And everybody wants the view, but nobody really wants the climb. But it's in the climb where the magic happens. Perhaps happiness was never hidden in the end of the journey. Perhaps it was travelling alongside us the whole time. Start to look out for the signposts along the way, the moments that change who you are, that help you learn and grow, that brings new people in to enhance your life. Because the actual goal, it's the benefit that you will receive. For example, if you want to lose weight, the benefit isn't the weight loss. It's a change in your body shape. It's the confidence that you look in the mirror. It's the feeling of being more alive. It's sleeping better. It's being more active and more social. And that's where the happiness comes from. So here's your quotes for this week. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The Dalai Lama. Life is what happens whilst you're busy making plans. John Lennon. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Dale Carnegie. And the purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, honourable, compassionate, and to have to make some difference in the lives and the lives well lived. So here's your quibble for this week. The biggest trap isn't unhappiness, it's postponing happiness. It's living in the future that hasn't already happened. And it's believing that the next achievement will finally create the feeling that we're searching for. And yet if we achieve a few meaningful things in life already, you'll know the pattern. You reach the goal, you feel good for a while, then your attention shifts to the next challenge. The achievement wasn't the problem, the expectation was. We expect a permanent feeling from a temporary event. And here's what to watch out for, so pay attention if you find yourself rushing from one achievement to the next without stopping to acknowledge the progress. Constantly thinking about what's missing rather than what's present. Comparing your behind the scenes reality to everybody else's highlights. Delaying joy until certain conditions are met. And finally, measuring your value purely through results and accomplishments. These are often signs that you've become so focused on where you're going that you stop noticing where you are. And if this is you, here's how to get back on track. You don't need to lower your ambition. You don't need to stop setting goals. You simply need to stop making happiness dependent upon them. Celebrate progress and effort. Pause long enough to acknowledge what's gone well. Spend time with people who remind you what matters. And notice things that you once wished that were now part of your life every single day. And every now and then ask yourself, if nothing changed for the next 6 months, what could I still appreciate about my life today? Because happiness isn't found in reaching a destination, it's found in learning how to experience a journey whilst you're on it. And so here's your question for this week. What part of your life are you rushing through today that you may one day wish you'd slow down enough to enjoy? So thanks for listening to this week's newsletter. If you have any other subjects you'd like to hear more about, do drop me an email at matt@thecoachingguy.co.uk. I think it's fair to say that we all want more time, more energy, and greater impact in our lives, whether that's personally or professionally. But given the experience I've had, I can tell you one thing. There is enough time and energy, but most use it for things that don't align with their priorities. Therefore, the impact you have is never realised. If you're interested in finding out more how I can support you on your journey, do drop me an email or drop me a DM and let's start a conversation. So have a great week. Bye for now.